Well, I had a, I had a little conundrum the other day. I was given a target that I was told I need to be very careful because of security target. The target was interesting place, obviously, military, obviously multi-faceted. There's things they probably shouldn't have looked at, but it's okay. I didn't have a good look at it. It was pretty well secure. Um, I didn't, I didn't seem to have any issues with it, and I didn't have a lot of pushback. So either I got in and got out, and nobody's the wiser, or maybe they know who I am and just said, "Hey, nah, he's an idiot. So let's just see what he can find." So it was an interesting target. Um, Not a lot to report on. Um, the people and the occupants are interesting to say the least, but nothing surprising and nothing I haven't seen before. I really, it was kind of a, yeah, you know, because I have dealt with really unusual targets and I enjoy going to places where I really shouldn't go. It is fun to get a target that is surprising. And I would actually enjoy meeting some of our top remote viewers here in the U.S. Well, you have the likes of, Jim Buchanan, or yes, Lynn Buchanan, Dick Algor, uh, Paul Smith, Lori Williams, and the list is huge. And Paula Roberts. Oh, I'd love to meet her. Or Angela Roberts. I think that's her name. She's the psychic who sees dead people. I would love to meet her. I actually had the honor of doing a orb view for her. So these people are really fun to meet. Now, I do know that there's uh, an active military asset in Russia for remote viewers. They do it differently. So the Russians have a different way of doing things. They're familiar with the way we do it because I guess our assets and the Russian assets have worked together on several occasions. Not quite sure how that works out, but this is back, I think, 80s and 90s, I think. I can't remember. I read all the books and I can't remember any of them. So I don't know how much I don't know how much the Russians have progressed over the years, and I don't even know how much we've progressed. I do know that if you could combine a supercomputer with a remote viewer, that would be a pretty fantastic thing. But my forays with Grok and ChatGPT have been not very well. So then I thought about the Chinese. The Chinese, it's a very high population, and it would be interesting to see if they are using remote viewing as well as the AI to work together to actually pull more information. So if you had a team, well, let me play out this scenario, and you guys tell me what you think. So if we have a group of young people in Berks, and they're picked out for criteria, background, skills, mindset, discipline. Right. So one of the things that the military was very adamant about, a single remote viewer worked by himself or with the monitor. This is how it was done before. So you'd have the blind viewer, you would have a monitor, you would have an overviewer who distilled information. Then you could probably have some background people who were working with the data, right? So a large group of people all tied to one person. Um, have the Chinese developed a different way? Have they looked into group theory where you have a group of people? This is what I like to do. There's a group of people that work together to look at look at interesting interesting stuff, right? So if I was going to take and I was going to teach, it's great for skilled. Well, when you want to make a large, because they have this, right? What they don't have is they don't have uh, a logical way of finding true psychics, right? So you would need somebody like me that can actually pick up on their abilities. So you need a finder. You would need analysis guy. Okay, so that they have lots of. So they have a group on the guys. So that's the ones that they do pick out have gone through rigorous, not background checks, but rigorous checks. But they don't have a lot of finders. And the finders is good because you want to be able to not only locate individuals with skills, but you want to see how good their skills are. The finder, again, somebody like me, could actually pick out of a crowd those that have unknown skills. Even if they don't know, even if the analysis guy can't discern that in the people, I'll bet you money that I could probably go through, 1,000 people and find the ones with the most skills. The main thing is he's had a group. Now, do they do this group thing? Or they'll set a single stage with the sailing floats, deprivation, something about it's not food, not fasting. It might be fasting. It's something to do with food, something to do with uh, state of oneness or state of low. Let's go state of oneness. Meditation. Big on meditation. Meditation. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the barracks where these kids are. Group three. So you have three. Y3. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at this group right here. This is group A. Let's see if I can see. Let's see if I can see what their target is. Okay, now video's jumping around now. Wonder why the video is jumping around. Somebody's somebody's not happy with the video. Will it put me under psychic attack? I don't think so. You never know. But the question is group three, why three? So is this a training target or is this a so the target is a carrier group, sublocation, goal, and count. Supply vessels. So it's just standard look at military assets. I mean, I don't know what they're looking for. They're looking for weakness, mechanical. So I guess one of the ships have mechanical breakdown and a carrier group, which they're looking at. Wonder how bad it is. Is it one of the major ships? Is it a battleship? Is it a supply vessel? Say, I can't. I'm trying to figure out what they're looking at. This guy is a minor or political. Like he's a remote viewer, but he's there for a reason. It's like you have two people that are doing a job, and you have a third that's doing a job and making sure the other two do their job. So he's a shill. I don't know if that's standard, but he's still participating and he's still viewing. It's just that he's there to do. He's there to. I mean, it's kind of a weird setup. I guess my question is, would they allow other people to join in on primary targets? This doesn't feel like a primary target. This is like a practice target that they use. Interesting, because whatever carrier group this is, it does seem like they have a bunch of people looking at it. I wonder if this is in the Gulf states or if this is over by uh, their primary concern. So the other thing is this carrier group, is this ours or theirs? I mean, whose cruiser is this? I mean, how important is that breakdown? So it's a practice target, but it's a practice target with a goal. The goal is to keep track of and maintain constant connection with that. So their function is to maintain. Interesting. And so what they do is they pass this target on from group to group. The groups are handed out targets to maintain and follow through. While their practice targets, their targets that. So this, they must have taken this to the next level where they're actually having groups. That's interesting. Well, I'm going to leave these. Cannot rule out something weird on your end. That's pretty funny. So okay, so what I've done with it is I've disconnected from that particular group. So maybe the weirdness will stop because they were actively looking and they were actively out there. I don't know. I don't know if they can feel me or see me or if they know I'm watching. It will be interesting to find out. Um, my co-pilot is saying that he's seen my video jump around and strange things happen. So that's kind of cool. Um, it would be fascinating to know what the Chinese are doing at the moment. I mean, this industrial espionage, this espionage stuff is kind of cool. How they're going about this is extremely interesting because they're literally assigning people targets to maintain contact on. Now, to me, that screams the fact that by keeping an eye on things allows an easier connection. So when I do this for my group views, I have a set point in time and space, and I go to the set point in time and space, and I bring people with me. And it feels like they're doing the same thing, where one group maintains contact with a current target. And then as the next group comes on, the first group is there and they maintain that and they just pass it on to the next group, which allows easier access, easier times. Um, I wonder how much of this information is restricted, or if it actually come out and say, "Hey, yeah, we got actual remote viewers that are really good." I wonder if we could have a remote viewing contest where we have the different nations compete on simple tasks, not tough tasks like let's go look at the Antarctic and the Arctic, or let's look at each other's military, but let's take simple tasks, do a competition to see which nation has the best remote viewers. I know the U.S. has pretty good ones. The Russians had good ones. I don't know if they still do. Um, but that would be really cool. The CIA is constantly on the lookout for them. So, um, what else? So I guess the question is, where's this facility located? So where are these guys at right now? So it's next door below ground, some sort of absolutely miserable conditions. So there's snow, there's ice, there's like hills, and it's almost like foothills, kind of, but it's just absolutely miserable. It's cool to cold. But it's funny, I keep seeing steam, hot water, moisture. I mean, how deep are these guys? I have no point of reference. I mean, there's nothing there. The airfield. They have towers. They have mines, open pits. Almost feels volcanic or old volcanic. Is there volcanic region in China? I don't know much about China. I don't remember seeing any area that's even slightly volcanic. But I mean, maybe there is. But it's in a mining region where there's lots of open pit, deep mines. You have a lot of resources. So the trucks coming here could be hidden amongst all the other trucks that are mining. Why? That's a big base. It's lots of concrete, lots of below grade. But the steam and hot water and moisture, what is that about? I mean, it's like, is that for energy? What else? Hmm. So I got a big cone, or I got a big bubble. I guess that would be radar dish or the, I forget what it's called. That's for, this one feels pretty old. So it's an old system that's up on top. Something to do with the military. I don't know what it's called. Mhm. But there's air traffic, jetliners, and not just military. Huh, normal people. So they have staff. They have so this place has staff. So yes, it is secure region, but they have like, some kind of staff there to maintain or take care of. So, huh. So what do they keep these people separated? Let them go out, steal it. They have Wi-Fi. They have links out. Cyber. Uh, Worms Trojan. I wonder if this is cyber. Just also have this, which would make sense. Not quite sure what the worm Trojan worms is for, but I wonder if this is whose that is. It's three persons this amount. Strange. Oh, crap. So they do have quite the active zone. Oh, right there by North Korea. So there's wow. So yeah, China is an active area. Now the other thing to do would be to take this information and do a quick Google search and see which ones near military bases or an active stratovolcano, volcanic field in Inner Mongolia, just to find out how many of these are by an airport, how many of these are by active mining sites. But I mean, if you have a volcano, you have you have a lot of basic mineral stuff. So there's a lot of gold in that area too. So here's a volcano that doesn't have a lot of information on it. They have the approximate area, northwest China. So it's called the Luogang, which to me screams, no information. You have, it would be interesting to go and see what's there. All right, lava plateau, 14 cinder cones. All right, so I'm going to pull up a particular Google map. Oh, Wikipedia map. Okay. So I think what I'll have to do is I'll have to Google map it, see if I can actually see it on the Google map. But yeah, so there's an airport there. Mines, it would be an easy find. The question is how much that would be classified material by the Chinese. Wow, I think I'm crashing. China, North Korea. So a lot of the earth or a lot of the volcanoes are over by the Tanggu, Jilin, Shenyang. So there's a lot of volcanoes in that particular area. And it would be interesting to see. Oh, where'd that page go? There it is. Okay, so it's over by Jingo and Juchan. All right, I'm gonna have to look this later. But well, thank you, man. I appreciate you pulling it up for me. Uh, can I run my fingers over the area to do the hot full to see? I I could. Um, but actually, I want to try to pull it up on Google Earth, so I might be plugging away at it for a little bit. What time is it? Oh, 9:43. So I think I'm gonna bag it. Uh, I I came over, or I went over there. I looked around. It was interesting to see what their targets were. So I think the fact that I went over and looked at the targets that they had, their practice targets, and the style that they were doing it was an interesting choice. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll see if I can take good picks too. Um, it would be interesting to hear from somebody to see if there's an actual, you know, actual remote viewing group there, or if it's all my imagination. Because I mean, the amount of damage you could do with an AI combined with a group like that, where you had the AI and the remote viewers working together to fill in the blanks, it would be incredible. So, um, I doubt if I'll ever hear anything. It really doesn't matter. But we'll see. Maybe somebody from the NSA will say, "Hey, while you're there, uh, it would be interesting to see what this worm and Trojan is that they're dealing with." So I don't know if they're dealing with it or they're sending it. So I haven't quite figured that out yet. So I'm gonna go get some sleep. Maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow we'll do something fun. I don't know if I told you about my last target. Uh, it was a underground area in, I can't remember if it's Arctic or Antarctic. Anyways, I was having a hard time trying to find it. I did see a group of uh, let's just say I saw a group that were responsible for where this target was. I saw an energy aspect, which I didn't understand. It was very unusual. And the question on that target was, did, you know, what did I see and what did I feel? So I tried to describe everything I saw and everything I felt. And then I looked at some other data that other people gave me. And I was very, very happy to know that their data and my data corroborated. So the data that I'm pretty sure you watched that video. The data that you saw when I did it was very much like the data that the other two people who gave me the target in the first place, um, their data was very similar, except their data was very pretty. Obviously, are very skilled artists. One of the things I've noticed about this is artists have they actually have a very good skill it's kind of like being an artist is very helpful to remote viewing. And I don't know if that's I don't know if that's one of the criteria these guys use. Um, they're actually when they try to find these guys, they look for a couple of attributes, which one of the attributes is kind of surprising. It's because maybe they don't trust these guys enough to do this wisely. Something about the system doesn't allow for a particular mindset, so they won't allow certain groups of people to do this on the account of how they do it is can be detrimental to the overall um, group viewing, I guess, because some of the people that can do it really well, they won't take in and they won't work with them because of there's something about those people that is not good for their particular style. And their particular style is a very hard edged. So I think it's something to do with mindsets is if you are okay with being told how, what, where, and when, rather than being assertive or have your own thoughts. You know, it's like this is how we do it. We only do it this way. You will do it this way. Yet the people that can't do it that way will be immediately, shot. So they have a system in place and it seems to be working. But they also have a broad pool to draw from, so it's easy for them to find these people that lack that particular skill, which is funny because I'm finding that the people I like to work with are not they're not particularly bound in protocol. The people I like to work at use what they have efficiently, and their skills that they have are different with the rest of the group. So each person has his own set of skills, and they can use it to accentuate the group's positive outlook. So this group of three is basically lesser skilled um, viewers. So they are good in the fact that they can do remote viewing, but they're not good as they can take the initiative and do things their own way. And doing it in your own way is actually better because it allows you to work with your own skill set efficiently. And efficiency is the key here. You want to be able to put down on paper or whatever medium you have and be able to express that and be able to express it to others. And if you are not able to do that, then your data is going to suffer for it. Okay. No, the I can't remember the name of the video. Oh, excuse me. So I'm looking for name of the video. Oh, here we go. Oh, coordinates. Yeah, you got to watch coordinates. So coordinates was a place copyright claim. Uh, I don't know. Do I have a do I have a video with copyright claim on it? I don't know. Oh, I do. Huh. Wonder what I was. Did I have music playing or something? I'll have to check that out. I wonder what the copyright was. Um, oh, that's okay. I can't show this video out anyway, so I I'm not too worried about it. I'm gonna actually ditch this video, so yeah, but why take a chance, right? If YouTube wants to if YouTube wants to do this to me, that's fine. I don't mind. It says I can take an action. What's the action? Remove this claim song while keeping the other sounds such as speech. Replace the song. Oh wow. Yeah, I'll figure something out. Or I'll just ditch the video. It oh yeah, I don't know how it works. I don't know. I My plan is to anything that has a copyright claim is going to get erased. So that video, if I can't get the music out of it, then I'll just erase that video. I am I'm not sure that it's worth the fight to ever fight anybody for music or whatever. And when I have a video like this that is supposed to be a video like this that's supposed to be not shown because I can't show this video, then it doesn't matter anyways. It was only for one person, and that person was the person who gave me the target in the first place. So if he wants to keep it private and unlisted, that's cool. Then what I can just do is download it or have him download it if he wants it, and then he's got it, and then life goes on. Uh, I'm not going to worry about it, and I'll just erase it. So I'm going to go through and erase 99% of everything anyways. So it's going to be interesting. If I can't, I mean, if it's going to cause problems, I'll just figure it out. All right. So yeah, we'll do something. We'll do something fun tomorrow. I'm gonna hit the rack. I got lot going on, and tomorrow's another day. So I will catch you guys later. So anyways, it would be interesting to see what the Chinese got. So it'd be interesting to see if I'll ever get a response for asking these questions. I kind of doubt it, but we'll see. So for those people out there, take it easy. For the Chinese who are watching, take it easy. And let me know what you think. All right. Thanks.